This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Good evening and welcome to this evening's Board of Public Works meeting. I will make a motion to open the February 1st, 2023 Board of Public Works meeting.
I second.
Thomas Holzberg,
Yes.
Steve Lippman,
Yes.
motion carries.
All right. Item number 1 on our agenda is public speak. If anybody would like to speak to anything that's not currently on the agenda, we can hear you now. All right. Item number 2, Mayor. We're expecting the Mayor to join us this evening. All right. Item number 3, approval of the January 18th, 2023 meeting minutes and handout packet. Did you have a chance to review what Michelle sent out?
I did.
Any issues?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Well, good job.
I will make a motion to approve the package as we received for the clerk.
And I second.
Thomas Holzberg,
Yes.
Steve Lippman,
Yes.
motion carries.
Item number 4 is continued discussion of the tie and bond water rate structure proposal that we have for our February 15th public hearing. Do you have any other thoughts on that before we move that? I mean, we moved it to public hearing at the last meeting, but any other thoughts? Any public input on this item? If that is that, then we will move on to item number 5, Director's Report.
Great. Union Street, I don't have much for hard dates or update to really give on the schedule. They're starting to schedule some items for mid-March into early April, but very subject to change with weather. I could see them starting sooner or later if winter finally decides to arrive. So some good news as far as Union Street goes is private development, but the Hurry Scurry building at 118 is scheduled to be demolished tomorrow. So.
And there's already plans approved for...
Oh yeah, that all went through planning board. Geez, 2021, I think. Yeah, it was a while ago. So
I didn't know if there'd been any changes.
No, it's good to see them getting going on it though. It's nice progress there. Cherry Street, I know no hard update on when they're going to restart either. Do have some very good news for our Hoyle Street Chapter 90 project. We opened bids last week. We had carried Hoyle Street paving project with pedestrian safety improvements at East Green and Allen Street. And we had carried just kind of with the volatility in construction pricing and asphalt prices and where bids were coming in, we carried paving Womelco Way and Trueheart Drive as add alternates depending on what we had for funding available. So we opened bids last week. The apparent low bidder is JL Corporation. We have yet to officially award the bid. However, the bid for all 3 items to happen came in at $945,250. So we have enough funding available through the Shared Streets grant we received, our MassDOT Winter Recovery Assistance Program funding, and Chapter 90 funding to cover pretty much that entire bid. It's optimistic that very little, if any, city dollars will end up having to be devoted to that haven't already been spent. We can spend some money on design to line us up for the Shared Streets grant, but little, if any, city funding will have to go to them. I mean, Chapter 90 funding is sort of city dollars that could be used elsewhere, but we're kind of we're tying everything together and getting a really big project done. I was thinking that was going to come in quite a bit higher, and it was nice to see that it didn't. So things are really starting to
through the construction season.
Yes, yeah. Things are starting to calm down a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully. The last item I have is the mayor did approve $120,000 appropriation from free cash to replace 2 trucks in the highway division. We have 2 older vehicles over there. Truck 53 is a 94 Chevrolet pickup that recently lost reverse and severely rotted, currently out of service and need a replacement, so we're down a complete vehicle with that truck being parked. And so we're going to replace that one, and truck 510, which is it's a 15-year-old truck that is really showing its age with rot. It's not wise to keep spending money fixing these trucks, as you can't do much once they're starting to rot away. So we'll be replacing those 2 pickups very soon with 2 2023 Ford F-350 trucks. Hoping to have those here in the next couple of months. They're actually at markup with our name on them, ready to be delivered, but we can't take them until the appropriation goes all the way through the city council process and such. Then it'll be a couple weeks getting outfitted with lights and decals, things like that. We should have them here by spring, so we really need them, and we can't. We need to have vehicles for our staff to get their jobs done, so it's great. Really thankful to the mayor for approving that. So. That's basically it. Tonight, just kind of waiting for spring to get here and construction to kick off. Not much to report on snow or anything like that.
No, we'll keep it that way.
Hopefully, we won't have too much trouble with the cold this weekend.
Yeah, that's
Sure, I'll have
yeah.
some freeze report.
Yeah, something will happen somewhere, but we got staff on call on the water side and stuff. That's usually when those negative 5 to 10 degree nights, somebody leaves their hose on somewhere, something happens. So hopefully everybody pays attention to the forecast. And that's what
Yeah, they're getting word out. I think everybody knows.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty brutal this
It'll
weekend.
be interesting to go right back to 45 degrees.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
We'll see.
but just another round of salting, I think, since last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the one.
We did have to plow that one storm, not last week, but the weekend prior.
Right.
It just got to the point where there was so much slush on the roads, they couldn't drain. So
We'll take it for a winter.
yeah.
Any other discussion on anything Greg brought up or any of the topics we've covered tonight?
See anything at all coming up this spring or summer that we should start thinking about, or any hurdles or anything at all?
No,
Just,
our stuff seems to be moving right along. I mean, construction-wise, as soon as spring gets here, hopefully we can.
yeah, we got a lot of things on the docket.
Yes, we certainly do. It's going to be a tough drive through Easthampton this summer with Union, Payson, and Motor, sorry.
Well, I'll tell you, my wife and I went through badly about 2 or 3 Fridays ago.
Oh, Hadley, did you say? Oh,
To
yeah.
get to Lowe's
Yeah.
from here was probably close to 2 hours.
Yeah,
It was, and I think almost they're doing the entire stretch of road there.
yeah,
Yeah, we got a whole widening.
yeah. It's a they leave it a mess at night, too. I'm surprised the state's letting them do that.
Yeah.
You got to get the work done. But I'm hoping, we'll do all this at once. It'll be a tough couple years, if not, months, if not years, with Union Street. But traffic will hopefully be lighter through town and we'll get everything done.
Well, I mean, once Union's the only major project, we'll
Yeah.
have diversions in place. But
Yeah.
the spring will be a little busy.
Yeah.
But it was the same when we did like Cottage and stuff. It was a bit of a bottleneck.
Yep.
But get through it.
Yep.
And the city's better for it at the
Yeah,
end.
absolutely.
So. All right, if that's all for discussion, I will make a motion to adjourn this evening's meeting.
Second?
Thomas Salisbury,
Yes.
Steve Litwin.
Yes.
Next meeting is February 15th.
All right, followed by our public hearing.
That day, we were supposed to have a zoning.